Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. In today's episode, we are going to do a beautification episode. That's right. Don't change that dial, though. We are going to do a couple things to teach you a little tutorial along with beautification. We're not going to do anything on this side. These two areas, so Cherry Square is finished for the most part. We don't need to beautify too much over here. This area I plan on revamping quite a bit later, so I'm not going to do anything over here. We're just going to focus on this little peninsula here. So the very first thing that we're going to do is go to our info view screen. We're going to scroll down to the terrain height, and you can see we've got a nice little valley here, and it kind of runs all the way to about here. So, we are going to connect these two neighborhoods with a lake. We're going to put a lake in this little area here. And very simple, all you got to do, go to your terrain tool. We are going to go to this tool here. This is the shift terrain tool. And we're going to hit box. And box just lowers the terrain a little bit. Square. Just lowers the terrain a little bit more. Gives us a little bit more of a deeper lake. Then we're going to go to the level tool. Level terrain. We'll hit square there. That will give us our base level. And we're going to put this up to the strongest strength that it can be, the biggest spot that it can be. And we are going to empty out all of this. All of this terrain will come down to the same level. And where the roads are, you can obviously see the terrain height is still the same. But once you delete those roads, it'll knock the terrain height back down to what it should be. So that is going to be our lake. Yeah, I think that's about good enough. That's going to be our lake. Now, the next thing that we need to do is go to our water supply. And in the water features, we have this. This is the fresh water outlet. You just put this on the shoreline, and I think it needs to go this way. You just put this on the shoreline. We're going to do 3 of these, because I want this to fill up during the episode. I don't want it to be still working whenever we end. We're going to go ahead and do that. Then we need to connect it with some power. And not too far of a run. Just right there. And we can go ahead and hit play. Now we're going to bump this up to 3 times speed and come down and show you these fresh water outlets. They are just connected to the regular water pipe, but because they're freshwater outlets, the system knows not to put sewage into your pond here. So, we've got 3 water pipes running. The water, the terrain is not that deep. So, the very first thing that we need to do is pause the game. We're going to delete this highway out, and that will lower the terrain back down to where it should be. So everything's the same level now. Then we're going to rebuild this highway as a bridge. Go to our straight tool and come out and go up. And that should, yeah, that's a nice level run. We're going to do the same thing over here. Come out and go up. And that should be all right. Yeah, a little bit higher on that side, but that'll be okay. And then we're going to go to the curve tool. And connect these. And actually, we're going to come this way. That way, this side, this southern side, is a little bit more straight. And then we'll just change the direction. All right. There we go. Now, we've got a bridge over our lake. We've got cars underneath the bridge for right now, but they will move right on up as we hit play. Watch them go right through the bridge somehow. So we've got our first bridge set, and that's along the highway. And we need to go ahead and delete these 2 roads now. We'll pause it again. And this road, so this bridge has a little bit of a curve in it. That's kind of okay, but for the most part, you don't really put curves in bridges. For the most part, they pretty much run straight. So, I think what we're going to do is get rid of this road as far as going across and just come across with this road. So we'll come to the straight tool here. We'll go out and come up. And look at it from a side angle. I think we'll do something more like this here. Is that too high? No, that's about perfect. And we'll do the same over here, but we're going to go straight off of this road. And we may have to adjust the terrain a little bit. Yeah, we're going to have to adjust the terrain, get it level with the other side here. So we'll go to the level terrain tool, pick that spot there, and just level this. And that should do it. Now where's our... right there. All right, and then let's take a look at this from the side. I think something like that should be all right. And there we go. We've got our second bridge. Now we can go ahead and hit play again. And the very next thing that we need to do is get rid of all these trees. So you just go to the landscaping tool and go to your tree settings. How's our population doing? We're doing all right. We're going to go up to a bigger circle and then just hit square. And instead of placing trees, it will delete trees. We're going to delete all the trees in the middle of the lake and around the lake. Around the border, for now anyway. Still got a little bit of time. Then we're going to go back to the level terrain tool. And we're going to raise up the terrain a little bit on this side. Let's try and get it to street level. So when you have it on the highest highest strength, sorry. When you have it on the highest strength, you need to kind of just tap it a little bit every once in a while, because it'll start to go quick. So that looks a little bit more natural. And then what I want to do is put a K on each side. So we're going to go to this here. And let's see. Will that work? Let's see if we can... yeah, I think that'll work. That should be enough. So let's go ahead and put this as far up as we can. There we go. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. Yeah, that should be all right. And then we are going to level the terrain again. Just on the edges. So you come here, you see that once you put down the K, it makes the terrain flat to it. However, we need to get the sides up a little bit. This makes it look a little bit more realistic, because you wouldn't have a K come down like this and then just drop off. You would have it kind of built into the land structure. Something a little bit more like that. And let's see here. There we go. Yeah, something like that. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. All right. And we need to come off of this side. There we go. Now, we've got a nice little K there, and why did we build a K? Oh, I would be more than happy to show you. We're going to fine-tune this a little bit, though, and get a little bit more. Oh, don't want to go too much. A little bit more there. And a little bit more on around the sides here. Just a little bit more defined. And something like that. We'll just kind of run around the ring. There we go. Our lake is starting to get full. Still growing in population. We've got a little bit of industry demand, so we're going to go ahead. Oh, I believe that was a college. We'll go back and check. Go ahead and fill this in. And this here and this here. Get a few more jobs down there. What is here? We can go ahead and fill that in. That should take care of that industry demand. Do we have any residential? We do. Let's go ahead and kind of curve this in. Down here a little bit. Kind of by the water, by the lake. Yeah. And then I think we should be able to just zone all this off. I think we got to run water pipes. We'll go ahead and go to the large brush tool and zone all of this on this back edge here that we've built off of Grove District. And everyone can start moving in there whenever they want, I believe, as I said. We need water? No. We need a little bit. A little down here. And a little here. Those don't seem straight, but anyway. Yeah, those go off. Anyway, whatever. Alright, so we've almost got our lake filled. Now, you go to your parks tool, and is it here? Yeah. Here is a few lake things. This is part of the After Dark DLC, so if you don't have that DLC, my apologies. But this is the fishing pier, the fishing tours, jet ski rental, marina, restaurant pier, beach volleyball court, and riding stable. Also a skate park. So we're going to just put down a few things. We're going to put down a fishing pier at the end. And how close is that to that bridge? That's not the greatest. Yeah, you wouldn't necessarily have it that close, but hey, it is what it is. We're also going to do the same thing over here. We put down a fishing pier there. That's also very close to a bridge. We could delete all this and come back a little. We may worry about that in later episodes. We're going to go ahead and put down 2 fishing piers on each side. And the difference being, on this side, we're going to have a marina. Nope, not jet ski rental. On this side, we're going to have a marina. Because that takes up a little less space. Yeah, it's a weird spot to have a marina right underneath a bridge like that. And then we're going to put 2 restaurant piers over here. If we can fit them. Yeah, we can fit them. So, you've got restaurants, you've got fishing. Let's go ahead and move this down a little bit. I know it's nitpicky, but we're going to slide this down just a little. Probably about there. There we go. You've got 2 restaurant piers, 2 fishing piers, 2 fishing piers, and a marina. Now, we need to go ahead. You can hear some things leveling up just at the prospect of having this stuff next to them. We'll come off of here. That'll get us water. They've already got water. And then we need to get some roads going by this. So all we're going to do is come up to this. Let's go to the straight tool. How close can we get? Yeah, that's what I thought. That's the closest we can get. Oh, we can scooch a little, though. Where was that at? Yeah. So that'll run straighter. We'll go ahead and do that. And then that should give all of them access. Yes, it does. And do the same thing over here. And then we need to figure out the point that we're going to come in on this side. I think we'll do it off this crest street here. Can we just take out one house maybe? No, it's 2 houses. All right. We'll just go to a 90-degree angle, and then we're going to D-zone this because we don't want things moving in there. Let's go ahead and D-zone all that. I don't know if that's going to delete that house or not. Maybe not. Maybe the house will stay. Nope. Yeah, I thought it did. Alright, but we'll get a couple more houses moved there. And now we've got a couple things to do on this lake. We are just waiting for the water to rise a little bit. And how's the bridge looking? So we may need to raise this bridge up, at least this one. And that one looks like it's going to be alright. But again, these are problems that we can take care of later. For right now, we have a lake. We have some things to do on it. I don't like these bridges right next to the fishing piers. We may reorganize this. And actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and reorganize this. Maybe we'll just do a road around the lake. Let's go ahead and stop everyone here. because I think I've got a plan. We're going to reorganize this and orient it all over here. Yeah, you're looking... Yeah, that would be better. We're going to reorganize it on either one of these banks and maybe put a road... maybe connect the roads with a bridge. I don't know. We'll figure all that out later. But for right now, we've got the lake down. We will redo a lot of this. I don't like the way that's set up. Maybe if we build the bridge out further. Maybe. Anyway. But to finish our beautification in this episode, I want to put down some trees. Make sure our city's doing good. Yep. So we're going to go with the evergreen tree. So whenever you're putting down trees, obviously you want the same type of trees that are in the area that you're in. There's not too many evergreens over here. It's mostly oak trees. However, there are quite a bit of evergreens over here. So it's okay to run, because there's also evergreens over there. It's okay to run some evergreens through here. So we're going to go to the highest size that we can, biggest size, and the strongest strength that we can. And then we're just going to come through here all along the highway here. And we're going to blast some down. And I'm just tapping X. Then we're going to go to the next one. This is an oak tree. We're going to do the exact same thing. We're just tapping X. Just adding a lot of trees. This is a tree with leaves. We're going to do the same thing here. And we've got conifers. We're going to do the same thing here. Now I'm just holding it down to try and fill in every bit that we can. And we're starting to get there. Then we've got tree with leaves. This is the... Nope, this is not the tree. Adler. Is this it? There's one with very tall trees. This is not it. So let's go ahead and run through here. Oh, that is some bad traffic. Small birch. No, is it birch? It wasn't birch, no. I think it was beech. Yeah. Here we go. The pine trees. The pine trees are the ones that I like. These are, for the most part, kind of tall. And these really do a lot of filling in of the dense area. So we're going to fill all of this in with trees. Now, all that does is separate all of our residents away from the highway. It puts a lot of buffer on the noise that you can hear from the highway and the industrial area. We might have gone a little bit too thick, but it also keeps your city kind of out of view. It keeps the people in your city, the citizens, it keeps them, you know, kind of away from the highway and more sheltered, isolated, which is how I would want to live. I don't want to live right next to a highway. I want to live a little bit away from it. So we've got all that filled in. I think we did just a little bit too much, to be honest with you. I'm going to come through and just hit square one time. And let's see how that looks. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. Alright, and checking on the city. We've got some industry demand still. We'll go ahead and add that. Oh, we don't have water pipes, of course. We've got some industry demand. We'll go ahead and add some more industry down here. And we've got a bit of commercial demand as well. Was that enough? Yeah, okay. So we need to add a road. Let's go ahead and run a new road off over here. That works for me. Destroy that business, but they can relocate. And these little spots will zone something. They have little one-tile area industry zones. So we'll zone all that off. See, we're losing population a little bit. We need some more commercial as well. Oh, what's that? Whoa, whoa! Oh, man! What happened in Cherry Square? No! Oh! Where is my autosave? Oh, man. I don't know what happened to the water. That's not good at all. Huh. Ooh, that is terrible. We lost everyone in Cherry Square. Oh, man. Ooh, that is not good at all. Let's see here. I don't know where this is. I think we just came down to this. I think it just auto-saved. Oh, let's pause. Oh, let's pause the game. That is terrible. What's wrong with our water? Oh, important lesson. When you're building stuff, pay attention. Keep looking at your city. Oh, I'm assuming it's just because all the water is coming down there. We needed to bump up the budget for the water. Oh, that is terrible, guys. Water's at 150. Oh, man. That is terrible. We lost a lot of citizens there. So we don't have the eco unlocked yet. We'll throw down a couple more of these. Oh, man. And again, I covered in the last episode, you can see the little blue circle. That's the way that it should be facing. These should go on the other side. And this music is just adding to the gravitas of losing all those citizens. Man, that was rough. Oh, I just looked up and saw everyone dead. I don't know if we'll be able to connect those now. We got to delete this line here, that line there. There we go. That should take care of it, but man, that is sad. I think I just went on in the last episode about how much I loved this little area up here. Alright, well, I don't blame everyone for moving out, though. I wouldn't want to live in that. Oh, guys. That is truly rough. I don't even care. We're going to keep the budget up for right now. That is truly rough. Alright, so go into our abandoned... our demolition, and we'll go to the abandoned buildings. It'll only delete the abandoned buildings, and we can lose everyone in this town. What is this? Oh, my, even my favorite building, historic building. Alright, well, that is not good, guys. Very important lesson to live and learn. that cleared our industry, or commercial demand, though. Very important lesson. When you're building something, pay attention to everything else. And look at this. Oh, boy. Man, this is rough going. Not a good episode, guys. Why is this not letting me move? Turn this off for right now. What? I don't want to rename it. Oh, I don't want to move it either. Just turn it off. Alright, so all that's turned off. Let's check out our bridge. Yeah, we need to lower the water a little bit. All of this is underwater. So, very simply... disaster of an episode. Thank you for joining the channel. Welcome to CCSC. Please like, share, and subscribe. So, to lower the water level, all we're going to do is take out a little bit more. We can go to the bigger one here. Take out a little bit more of the lake. Man. And when you hit play, this should lower everything because the water will move to those tiles. Oh, this was not a good experience. Oh, well, you live and you learn. Might need to do a little bit more, huh? No, I think it's pulling off the streets. I think that might be enough, yeah. Well. Alright, guys. We're back to good. A little bit off the bridge. Hopefully that will... Where's that going? Is that coming up? Man, that is not good. Oh, no electric? Let's bump up the budget on electric. Then we'll go to our, yeah. Cherry Square is having a rough time this episode. Despite all the flaws... I wanted to build a lake here. I'm glad we built the lake here. I'm glad we did it together. I'm glad you learned how to build a lake, and learned a lot of things to avoid doing. We need more out of this. We're just gonna come here and shorten this up a little bit. Again, I think I'm going to build a road and build everything on this side, but we need to get this water situated here. So you can see when you do big landscaping things like this, the water will rush over like it would in real life. It'll rush over, then it gets stopped, it builds up a wave, and then it will bounce back. And it's just like, you know, knocking a glass of water. The water's going to move. It's going to go crazy. If you do this too close to your residence, it will rock the water around and... Oh, man. You know what I think we're going to do for right now anyway? Yeah, more water coming in. So, how's our growth? Are we doing alright again? We've got so much water. I don't understand why I can't delete these. Normally you can delete everything. I don't get why I can't delete these. Maybe I need to go to the water tool. Nope. Yeah, it's not... Oh! That's why. Remember whenever we put our bulldozer on abandoned buildings? We need to just put it on default. There we go. Yes. Yes. I'm just going to delete all of them. We have plenty of money. If you plan on building another lake at a later time, you might not delete them. You might keep it and just move them and leave them off. Oh, very flustering experience here. I was hoping for a lot better episode. But we've got our lake. And it just happens to be a lot bigger than I wanted it to be. I didn't plan on doing the whole residential area lake too, but, you know, what are you going to do? Oh, man. All right. I think that should take care of everything. So, there are a couple more things that I want to do in this episode. It looks like that's going to all fall down and be fine. Also, what I want to do for beautification is Roundabout Beautification. So we're going to go ahead and go over to here, and we're going to throw down some of this moss, or grass, I don't know what they call it. High vegetation, yeah. We're going to throw down some of this, just a couple of them, and then we're going to go ahead and put down some rocks, just a few rocks, just to kind of add something to the feature over here, you know? As you're going around the roundabout, obviously, if you're driving, you need to pay attention to the road. But if you're looking out the window, it's, you know, just a little bit of a feature as you're driving around the roundabout. We'll go ahead and throw down some trees. I think we're going to go with smaller trees. So we'll go with the tree with leaves. Where's that? Right here. This is a smaller one. Oh. Yeah, it's because I'm on full size. There we go. Now, we're just going to throw down a few of these. And then maybe we can get some more vegetation in. Just 4 of those around by the rocks. You don't want to obstruct the view. I mean, obviously it's a game, so the Sims wouldn't really have obstructed view. But you don't want to obstruct the view because you're trying, obviously this game, you're trying to make things look like real life. Let's see, is there a smaller one? Let's go with this, yeah. Put one there, and maybe can we put one back here? Yeah, there we go. And we'll go ahead and put a couple more rocks here in the middle. And I'm thinking that's about it. And there you go. So, your roundabout now has a little bit of features to it. It has something in the middle to make it a little bit more beautiful in your city. It's not much, but it is kind of important. You want your city to be a nice place to live. You want people to want to come through there. When they come, obviously, it's not going to make that much of a difference. But again, you're trying to make the game as realistic as possible. Wow! Well, I guess what we're going to be doing in the next episode, ladies and gentlemen, tackling some traffic problems. There is our lake. Oh yeah, we need to get rid of some trees over here. So we'll go back to the yeah, we'll go there. We can get rid of all of the trees along this edge, because that's not really how trees grow. Yeah, not a bad looking lake. I'm not happy with the sides. I'm thinking we might delete this bridge and make this a bridge. I don't know. We'll figure all that out in the next episode, along with conquering traffic management. Maybe just 6 lanes might start to help. Is there a stop sign here? What is this? No? Why are they not going? There's room. Why are they not going? That's interesting. Why are they stopping on the highway? That is not normal. So, you know what it is. It's because we have 1-lane roads and not 2-lane highway. That's exactly what it is. Is this the one-way highway? Yes. We need to upgrade these roads. That will help that. I don't know that that will answer the traffic problem, but that is a huge problem that we were looking at there. That will help a lot. That may fix the traffic. We might not have an episode, or have to do that in the next episode. Alright, so we've got Cherry Square back to where it was before I decided to fill up a lake and destroy all of the water supplies. Let's go ahead and go to our info views and go ahead and drop the water budget. We'll go down to 100 and then check the info views again and see where they are. I didn't think about it really. You know, taking so much water from there to there is going to take a toll on the rest of the city's water supply. I just didn't really factor it in or think about it. So let's go ahead and drop the budget more. Probably go down to 85 and see. Probably a little bit lower. Let's go down to 75 and see what it looks like. Okay, there we go. Let's go up to 85. We'll leave it at 85. Yeah, I know, guys. Don't worry. It's coming. It's coming. There you go. Calm down. All right. 85's good. We'll leave it at 85 for right now. Man. So, not a bad little lake. We are growing 71 population. I think, we started at 26. So we only grew 1,000 in this episode, and we forgot to go back to the school. We only grew 1,000 in this episode, but that's because I killed everyone over in Cherry Square, and we had to remove people in. Let's go ahead and go check out our campus. I forgot to go over here. We were having a very big problem at the time whenever they said something. So we'll go ahead and give another grant, although that's not what we're waiting on for the next recognition. What we're waiting on is students. We just need students to move in there. We have everything maxed out, and if you look down at the bottom left, student capacity, we have 4,050 student capacity, and only 1,055 enrolled. So it's not a matter of capacity, it's a matter of students wanting to go there. So this is more or less a waiting game. We just need to wait. I don't think that we have unlocked anything that we haven't put down. I think we've put down everything that's been unlocked. What is this? This is, yeah, academic strategy. Yeah, so we're waiting for the next level. Can't really do much there. We've got capacity. We just need more students. Growing our population would help. Not depleting sections of our population from sewage and water would help. But you live and you learn. Oh, that's good. I'm glad that bridge is busy. That's kind of what I was thinking, as a lot of people would come over to their jobs over here. Or shopping, you know, they have a lot of commercial over here, but, I mean, does this area have a Penny's? I don't know, you know? You may have to go over here for Penny's. Does anyone have a Penny's anymore? Sorry. Haven't been in the States in about 9 years. Have no idea what's going on there. Watching the news, though, it's not good, I can tell you that. Alright, so, go ahead and grow that out, and we can delete this. We might it might be in our interest to put a fire station down here. So let's go ahead and do that, and we can move it later. Go ahead and put the fire station there, just in case, because it is oil. Oil is an industry that goes up in flames quite a bit, in real life and in the game. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to end the episode there. I do want to do a few more things. Obviously, I don't want this ridge on the backside here so tall. I would like to put a park path around the lake. I would like to do quite a few things, but yeah, we kind of messed up. Quite a bit. I didn't realize we were depleting everyone over here. Then whenever I come back, everything was flooded. So, oh well, we will figure it all out in the next episode. I will off camera maybe tweak this around a little bit and do exactly what I want to do. But the main thing that I wanted to show you was how to build a lake and how to get these park piers, these fishing piers down. Because as you can see, these fishing piers help a lot with your citizens' happiness. People like to fish. Time tested and true. People like to fish. Let's go ahead and put, real quick, let's go ahead and put a road off of this. And this is going to destroy those houses, but that's quite all right. We're going to go ahead and put a couple parks down. Not that. We're going to put a basketball court and a tennis court off the back side over here. And then I want to go and make sure and D-zone the road itself. Yeah. And you can hear everything leveling up because now they have parks, they have entertainment. You can go back to your park screen and see that took care of quite a bit. We need a couple more. I might move one of those over here. Anyway, we'll worry about all that in future episodes. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much again for joining the channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. This is CCSC, our new Washington, D.C. build, and we have a newly installed lakefront property. I would like to take advantage of that a little bit more than we have. Maybe put another residential road around this lake. It's not the biggest of lakes, so it's not a lot that we can do, but the main thing that I wanted to do was show you how to build a lake and build a lake with a highway over it. So on both sides there's water. Obviously, something you can figure out, but little tutorial never, ever hurts. Ladies and gentlemen, CCSC, New Washington, D.C., we'll see you next time.